Well, good afternoon and welcome to Ed's Orchids. Now, I'm in a bit of a mess here with 139 plants in the house, and it's difficult trying to sort things out and getting them watered. So I thought we'd have a look at a few that we haven't seen before and see if they're growing, and I don't think there's many spikes coming up, but there are a lot of plants with a lot of growth on it. You know, just to lean over here, there's one here. Remember all the Chelenostellas they had that are split, and you can see this one's not doing so bad indoors. This one's putting up 2 new growths, and there's one of them bloomed actually, and it's the Pagan Love Song. So we'll have a look at that one. Oh, it's difficult walking round here with all these things. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers on. There they are. They're better on a black background, this, but these are quite nice. Brown on yellow, which I don't like, but the brown's not, it's not in your face that much. And a nice plant too. That's Maclelanera, Pagan Love Song, Sheila, and it's nothing to do with my Sheila, that's just the name of it. Now for some path lovers, I'll show you a few Paphiopedilums that's doing well. This is Paphiopedilum Berenice. Had it years from a small plant and it's growing very nicely. It's just putting up another new growth here, another one there, but hasn't flowered yet. But I'm expecting it to flower once this main plant here starts swelling at the base, and that's a good sign that they're going to bloom. That's Paphiopedilum Berenice. This is a Paphiopedilum St. Swithin. This has got 2 nice growths on it and putting up new leaves, but still this one hasn't flowered yet. But very nice plants too. And these spikes I've got in these bamboo skewers, so I can lift the skewer out and just touch my lips with the end of it, and if it's damp I don't water it. Paphiopedilum, oh, what did I say it was? St. Swithin. That's it. Very, very nice. Beautiful flowers on these two. Paphiopedilum Prince Edward of York, and this keeps growing very, very slowly. There's another leaf coming up there. I had the mother plant of this one, which flowered and died off and left me with a little growth, and this is the little growth. But what I can't understand, the leaves on this side are absolutely perfect, but on the other side they always get marked. Strange that, I wish I knew why. But that's Paphiopedilum Prince Edward of York. Just for a change, a Phragmipedium Yelva Myri, and this is growing very nicely, but it's big enough to flower, I think. But it's funny enough that now my frags haven't flowered for about 12 months for some reason. So I can't wait to get them back into the greenhouse when the warmer weather comes and start treating them properly. Phragmipedium Yelva Myri. Now this one is doing rather well. It's a Paphiopedilum Corolla Ordinauer, and you can see the old plant there dying off, and I keep chopping the leaves off it. And it's got a new plant coming up there, and this one is also, you can see where I've chopped that one off there, the old plant, and this has got a new growth coming up. So if they grow just as well as the other paths I've shown you, I'll be quite happy with that one. Paphiopedilum Corolla Ordinauer. Now just for a change, you remember when I had the Arangis Mr. Cedar, and I took it off the mount because it was dying, and I put it in some moss. and it seems to be doing quite well in this moss. It's got new leaves on. Actually it's put about 3 or 4 new leaves on since I put it in this moss. So Arangis for me have been particularly bad to grow, because they get to a certain size, they flower, and then they just die off. And this was one of them, so if I ever get any more, which I don't think I will, they'll always go in moss. And then eventually when they start growing properly, I'll put them into a mixture of moss, perlite and bark. Oh, I've just noticed this minute that there's a spike on this one. And this is a Wilsonaria. It was a little bit that was chopped off a plant, and I put it in here, and it doesn't seem to be doing too badly. You know, I can believe these get very big, but this is only a little one, but to see a spike on it is always a bonus. Now this one is an Odontoglossum. This is where it flowered from last year, and the new growth is very, very good. You can see it there. So I'm expecting this to flower shortly, or send up a spike at least. And that's a really nice new growth, that one. So I'll look forward to having a look at these Odontoglossum, because the blooms on them are very, very attractive. Here are more Paphiopedilums Enchantress. Remember, I split them up and I got a few plants out of them. They're all the same, these. So I've got about 5 of those now, so I hope they keep doing well, because the blooms on them are quite attractive, as I've shown you about a couple of months ago. Right, we'll go in the kitchen now, where I've got quite a few, seedling plants and some Masdevallias. These Masdevallias are doing quite nicely, because it's nice and cool in here, so that's what they want. But if you remember, when I was in the other room, I mentioned the little cuttings, and one was the Chelanostelli. Now look at this. This is a Dendrochilum glumaceum, and this is one of the little cuttings I knocked off the big plant, but look at the new growths on it. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that one. Absolutely beautiful. So they're enjoying being in the kitchen. Another Masdevallia looking very nicely. Beautiful leaves on them, not marked at all. But unfortunately, I don't know what I've done with the label on this one. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with all the plants in the house at the moment. We'll go in the other room now and have a look what's there. As you can see, all these are not doing too badly. I've shown you this crestwood before, but I'm sure you like looking at it again. Absolutely gorgeous. And when the lights are out and I come here at night, the perfume in this room is absolutely fantastic. Next to that we've got the Renanthera Tom Thumb. Not as many blooms on as I would like, but a few of the buds are still to open yet, but quite an attractive coloured bloom on this one. Can't make up my mind whether it's red on yellow or yellow on red. And then the last one I'll show you is this Angraecum sesquipedale. One little bud swelling up here, but a massive bulb on this side. Absolutely massive. Look at the size of that. With a long spur. And as you all know, this was the Charles Darwin orchid, found from Madagascar, that he predicted you'd have a moth with a tongue 18 inches long to go through the plant and right down to the spurs to collect the nectar. And they all laughed at him, but he was proved right in the end. That's Angraecum sesquipedale. This is one of the annoyed Paphiopedilums that's just coming up with a flower. Don't know whether I like it or not. If I get a different light on it, it's just yellow and it'll stop wagging around. Tiny little flowers on them. So I don't think I'll be keeping these at all. This is another one that one grower has told me it looks very much like Phalaenopsis pin long cherries. So that's what I've named it. Well, that's about all I've got for you today, so thank you very, very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.